Hey folks, Bill Brelsford with Rebar Business Builders here, and today I've got a bit of good news for LinkedIn users. LinkedIn is bringing back a feature that they actually had this back in the past. I think I first wrote about this in 2013, but it's the ability to search within your first degrees connections, if that makes sense. So let me show you what I mean here. So I'm going to go to my friend Dan Staup's profile. And from here, I'm going to click on this little link that says See Connections. And that's going to bring up search results of Dan's first connection. So now, the first thing that I do is I unclick this box right here because this is showing my first degree connection. So I don't need Dan to introduce me to my first degree connections, right? I already know them. So I want second degree connections. So these are people who I am connected through various people. One of those would be Dan. So for instance, I have 5 shared connections here. And if I look at those, Dan is one of those. So this is somebody that Dan could introduce me to. So I'll go back to here. And once I'm here, I can start to use some of these other filters. So let's say I wanted to, let's say I work with management consultants. And so I want to see if Dan knows anybody in the management consulting area. And he does. So, and then let's say I further wanted to find if Dan knew any management consultants in the greater New York City area. So if I apply that filter, I can see that Dan does have one connection who lives in New York. And so in my next networking meeting with Dan, I could ask him to, if it would be appropriate for him, if he knew Pete well enough to introduce me to Pete. And so, again, I'm using the free version of LinkedIn. And so if you have a paid version, your filters over here may look different, and you might have more options. But basically, I could use any of these filters to sort through to try to find people who matched my ideal client profile that I could ask Dan to introduce me to. So I think this is a really useful feature, and I hope you find this useful. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment or shoot me an email at bill@rebarbusinessbuilders.com. Have a great day.